I've written some songs. I'm a survivor, so in that journey, I've definitely been sort of up and down and around. And in one of those journeys, up and down and around, I wrote a blues song called Shiny Black Shoes. And I think the lyrics just explain themselves. I go through the week with one pair of shoes for my feet. Through snow or through sleet, only one pair of shoes for my feet. Was when Sunday comes, I get myself clean as a son of a gun. I put on my shiny black shoes and go out and have big fun. I grew up in outskirts of Detroit, Michigan. We came from, we were in a middle, upper middle, in that area, class neighborhood. Both my parents came from somewhere else to the better life. I was my mother's only child. My dad had actually 3 other children. 2 of them I grew up with. Was not easy. It wasn't easy. I was a victim of physical and sexual abuse. I was 5 years. And as I said, it did not come from one source. I was beat once with a cat of 9 tails. You know what that is? It's like from Roots or something. Because I didn't want to come out of the bathroom and I didn't want to take a bath. And a relative was watching me. And I was pulled out of a closet by my hair once. When I was, I think about 11 years old, I woke up one Saturday morning and just cut all my hair off from here down. That's not odd behavior for somebody that's going through what I was going through. Because I didn't like myself. And another thing that I used to do, which I know now is some kind of real sign of all that, I would go and just sit in the bathroom. Just close the door and just be there. It wouldn't come out. You as the abused person are often told, made to feel unnecessary and bullied. My features were okay, but I was dark. Often the darker person is not respected or not valued as much. Well, my mother was the artist. She was the playful, joyful, artistic one. My mom and I used to play. We, thank God, had room in our house, and she would play the piano and I would skip around the house. And, you know, those are things that really stay on my mind a lot, you know. And we played with puppets. Actually, all the things that later on in life I found myself doing. And I remember my mom took the choir, she was the director of the choir, to this conference in Toledo, and the person who was supposed to sing a solo was sick. And I was 5, but I could read. I said, oh, Mommy, I can do it. And she let me do it. And I cried. I just, afterwards, she said, what are you crying about? Well, the music was so beautiful. So that was our life. I think I was really good at finding places to go that were joyful. When I was 18 years old, I woke up one morning and just couldn't move from my neck down. And they figured out that my limb system had just gone totally out of whack, and I started having health issues. In a way, health issues were a blessing because it made you dig real deep and figure out what the heck was going on if you wanted to live. My sexual life was not whole. I think that's the most positive thing I can say about it. It wasn't whole. It wasn't healthy. The kind of people that you attract in your life, and as partners, and ending up, getting, banged around, or that's a sign, And I had more than one of those, more than two of those kind of relationships.
I was married to the exact wrong candidate. We were splitting. It was a hard split. It was hard. We were both artists. I made more money and was doing more, and it brought on a fight and was really very damaged in my face and other parts of my body. And I was in a show, and I was already so programmed to just keep going that I did show up. I got through it. I think I was a mess.
I had to separate from all of it, everybody, all of it. Just find a new life. But not separate from my art. And I think that's where the teaching artist work, the work in the church, the work of writing, telling my story in little bits for how it might be useful. What exists is the home in here, and the church in here, and the love for self and love for everyone else, and the idea that somehow maybe this was the path that I needed to go to get to be able to sit and play and sing and tell the story.
So, baby, don't you weep. Baby, don't you moan. Them better times that we long for are still bound to come. Baby, don't you weep. Baby, don't you moan. Them better times that we long for are still bound to come. Well, there ain't no way to rope life with all its rambling ways. There ain't no way to be sure. And all these hell-bent days, let us walk together throughout this mist still life. 'Cause I am your woman and you are my man. So baby, don't you weep. Baby, don't you moan. Them better times that we long for are still bound to come. Baby, don't you weep. Baby, don't you moan. Them better times that we long for are still bound to come.